The contentious Waqf amendments are now in front of a joint parliamentary committee in India.
I rise to move for leave to introduce the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024.
Since it was tabled by the Modi government in Parliament on August 6, a number of questions have been raised and the government has come up with as many explanations. Modi's opposition has asked about the need to bring such amendments.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, सच्चाई ये है कि भाजपा अपने हताश, निराश,
आप तो उस कानून
चंद कट्टर समर्थकों के तुष्टीकरण के लिए ये बिल लाने का काम कर रही है.
From addressing Waqf boards' alleged mismanagement to encouraging greater participation of women in Waqf boards, the centre has put out many explanations. An interesting proposal though that raised eyebrows was the inclusion of other sects of Islam in the Waqf board. The Indian Parliament witnessed a huge uproar with almost all the opposition parties calling the bill an attempt to meddle in internal affairs of Muslims. While the bill for now has been sent to a 31-member joint parliamentary committee, several key questions remain unanswered. Are some orthodox fundamentalists against the democratization of the Waqf board? Does the inclusion of other sects like Shias, Bohras and Aga Khanis hurt Islamic sentiment in any way? Has the government not held wider consultations with stakeholders? Let's decode. Before diving deeper into the complexities and impact of the bill, let's understand what are the key changes that the Modi government proposes. The most important one is possibly the curtailing of the board's power to declare any property as a Waqf property. In order to democratize the boards, Centre's amendment calls for the wider representation of Muslim women and even backward and marginalized sects within Islam like Bohras and Aga Khanis. The fact that the Modi government has proposed the inclusion of non-Muslims into the Waqf board has also sparked a huge row.
किसी का हक छीनना तो बात छोड़ दीजिए, जिनको हक नहीं मिला है उनको हक देने के लिए ये बिल लाया गया है. इसमें महिलाओं के लिए, बच्चों के लिए और मुसलमान समाज में जो पिछड़े हैं, जिसको आज तक कभी मौका नहीं मिला, जिसको दबा के रखा हुआ है, उनको जगह देने के लिए ये बिल लाया गया है.
The bill also proposes to empower the district collector without whose clearance no property will be declared as a Waqf property. Narendra Modi's last NDA government saw a massive outreach for Pasmanda Muslims. Political pundits opined that it was BJP's attempt to woo a section of backward Muslims to divide the so-called vote bank. Detractors now question whether the amendment to bring wider representation in Waqf board is another such attempt by the Modi government. It is crucial to note that Shia, Bohra and Aga Khani sects are minorities within the already Muslim minority population of India. No matter what the government intends by giving this justice to the backward communities within Islam, question remains, were these groups duly consulted?
ये जो पार्लियामेंट में बिल पेश किया गया ये बिल्कुल वक्फ के खिलाफ है और इससे सिर्फ वक्फों को तबाह करने की, औकाफ को तबाह करने की साजिश फैलाने के तहत ये है और इसमें जितने भी पॉइंट्स हैं सब में किसी से भी वक्फ को फायदा नहीं पहुंचता है बल्कि सब वक्फ को खत्म करने वाली है.
Not just politicians, Muslim organizations too seemingly stand divided on the bill. In another not so surprising boost to the Modi government, Sufi groups backed the amendments. While several Muslim groups have openly supported the bill, others continue to cast apprehensions.
देखिए, आज तकरीबन 11 से 12 लोगों का एक डेलीगेशन था हमारा, जो इसमें डिफरेंट दरगाहों के सज्जाद नशीन थे, अलग अलग स्टेट से थे. हम माननीय मंत्री जी का शुक्रिया अदा करने आए थे क्योंकि इट वाज लॉन्ग अवेटेड डिमांड बाय द ऑल इंडिया सूफी सज्जाद काउंसिल एंड अदर वेरियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आल्सो, एंड वी अप्रिशिएट द decision of the government of India for moving the Waqf amendment bill before the parliament. It was long awaited demand by all the consenting parties and stakeholders.
However, the opposition India bloc has largely echoed the sentiments of conservative Muslim groups opposing the amendments. From terming the bill anti-Muslim to questioning the inclusion of non-Muslims, the opposition has gone all out against the Modi government.
ये जो आप बिल ला रहे हैं, आप देश को बांटने का काम कर रहे हैं, जोड़ने का काम नहीं कर रहे हैं। आप दुश्मन हैं मुसलमानों के, उसका सबूत ये बिल है। थैंक यू सर।
Remember, this is not the first time that the Modi government has faced allegations of meddling in internal matters of Muslims. Earlier, issues like triple talaq or raising the marriage age for girls have turned into political flashpoints. This time though, the government has acted more cautiously, sending the bill to the Joint Parliamentary Committee to bring more unanimity.